Welcome to this Tiger Transport Authority tutorial video. In this video I will be showing you how to operate the Class 47. I am using Rail Driver, but you can also operate train simulator trains using the keyboard and the mouse. This is the Class 47 locomotive. It can be used for passenger or freight operations. We will be conducting a short passenger service from Balham to Battersea Park. So here's the cab. On the dashboard from left to right is the headlight switch, which could be operated using it can't be operated using the mouse. It can be operated using the keyboard or a switch on your Rail Driver. And then the dial next to that is your pressurized air main reserved for your brakes. The dial to the right of that is the air pressure for the brakes on your bogies, which are the carriages that the train sits on. Next to that is the same thing for the vacuum brakes. I've never used the vacuum brakes, so we'll just forget about that. Next to the right of the vacuum brakes is your speedometer. That tells you how fast you're going. And then next to that is the brake pipe. And then the dial far to the right, next to the steam pressure gauge, where there's the steam pressure gauge, and then to the left of that is your power meter. That is the amount of power that your engine is generating, because this is a diesel electric locomotive. That is an electric locomotive which gets its power from a diesel power plant in the train. I think I've explained that properly. Here's your window wiper. That can be operated using the mouse or the Rail Driver or keyboard. Come on, turn off. There we go. There is your horn, which it can be operated using the mouse, keyboard or Rail Driver. The engine stop switches on the dash here don't work with the mouse, so you'll have to use the keyboard. So that's keyboard only, and that is the Z key, which I'm not going to touch, because I'm afraid I'll not be able to turn it back on. There's a switch. Here's the switch for the headlights there. Because of the poor download quality of the YouTube videos, you'll not be able to see the words that are coming up, but that is headlights, so you can operate the headlights using the mouse. This one on the left, for some reason, I don't know. Anyways, that is your headlight switch, but none of the others there work. So on the desk, there is your reverser, which is that. Throttle. In the shut-off position there is the automatic brake, and then there's the independent brake. So this train does not have any bells or whistles, so we will actually have to look out the window and observe the carriages being loaded and unloaded. So we'll have to look out of this window and we'll see the doors opening. conductor's on strike, so there'll be no bells or whistles. We have to manage this ourselves. The game doesn't tell us when the train's ready to go. So once all the doors are shut, we should be ready to set off to Battersea. Okay, all the doors are shut. Get rid of that. All the doors are shut. Platform is clear. So we'll set up the cab. So, reverser in neutral. Activate your independent brake. Put your automatic brake to full application so that the main brakes can charge. If you're using real driver, you should start off in the emergency position. Put the reverser into forward. Release all brakes. And then throttle into notch 1. We are now heading off. You must obey the speed limit. You can press F3 to bring up the menu here to see how fast you want to go, 60 miles an hour. Because there's no signage here. So we can advance up the throttle up to 60. The Class 47 is designed with a maximum speed of 95 miles per hour. It's capable of going faster than that, but it's designed to go at 95. The AWS in Train Simulator 2025 is turned on automatically. So, the AWS, when a bell rings, that means the signal is clear. If a buzzer or horn sounds, it's a yellow or red light, and you have to respond to it. To acknowledge AWS, you press either the Q key, or use your mouse and click the AWS button. We're going to slow down to 40 miles an hour. So I believe that is a yellow light, that is white. So this is an acceptable speed. So the AWS in the Class 47, it's a bell and a buzzer. So we are clear to proceed. Let's just check how far away we are passing Clapham Junction. Let's get back up to speed. Mile an hour. Going too fast. So we'll be able to pick up speed shortly. Coming up onto Battersea Park. When you have a consist attached to the train, you want to use the automatic brake to slow down and stop. If you have a locomotive by itself, you only need to use the independent brake or the locomotive brake. Now, since we have a rig of Mark 1 coaches, we'll be using the automatic brake. So we're approaching Battersea Park now. You can see Battersea Power Station straight ahead on the left. When stopping at a station, you want to slow down, and you want to slow down to a speed of either 20 or 50 miles an hour so you can come to an easy stop. Always bear in mind the length of your train when stopping. Okay, shutting down the car. You want to put your automatic brake to full. Put your reverser to neutral. Activate the independent brake. And then push your automatic brake to emergency. Then you release the independent brake. And then that's the cab shut down. That is a tutorial of driving the Class 47. I'll see you next time. Like, subscribe. I'll see you next time,